All right, Saints Nation, welcome back. We're getting ready for the NACE Rocket League Top 16 playoff match between St. Clair College and North Central Technical College. Of course, my name is Dan Banner, also known as Mr. Danner, is going to be your host here for this next matchup. And this one is going to be a little bit odd, because by normal means, I'd be saying that NTC is coming off of a massive upset. But it's kind of hard to tell with the way this is shaping up here. I do want to take a look at the bracket, actually, with you here for the NACE playoff season. We're going to hop into it right here, right now. So, of course, St. Clair, we just went up against West Virginia University, moves forward to NTC. You would think, by the way, that this bracket is set up, that then North Montana, or University of Montana Grizzlies, Silver, is seed 1, which would mean that they were the best team in the league. However, as we see here, NTC coming in clutch, winning their round of 32 matchup against them. And then will play us here tonight. If, or whoever wins here, will then move over to the quarterfinals, which is being done next Tuesday for our Rock League squad, so be sure to follow for that. But what's really interesting is right below us here. As you may see, there's Northwood. Definitely going to be a threat, easily one of the top 2 teams in this entire league. Yet they are seated like 7th or something random like that. So, as you can tell, who knows what the heck is actually going on in regards to actually setting up this bracket, but all we can do here is just take whatever team we get fed and just try to get that W. As you may have heard it in the background, the teams are just getting into the lobby now. Should be right around the corner before we get started. On the side of NTC, we have Spencer Hart, we have Lightning, Koi Boy, and Sergeant Dilmac. One of those probably is a coach. We'll see in a second. Yeah, Lightning, Koi Boy, and Sergeant going to be leading the charge for North Central. And as of here, we're getting in the game. Round of 16, top 16. We're now in action. St. Clair College in the orange, this time by NTC in the blue. And right now, we seem to be on the attack, and we're going to get on the board nice and quick. The classic 20-second goal coming in clutch here, as Kariz is just able to brute force this one through the defenders. Koi Boy just getting absolutely knocked aside by the aggression from Kariz. And St. Clair are going to move themselves into a solid 1-goal lead to get off this, or get started here in this game. Another shot right on target. Oh dear God, Fusion, where'd you pull that one out of? Right from the center line. Maybe had a little bit of extra assistance from the wall, and that is a perfect angle on that one. Perfect amount of height. And this is already, like, we've already got 2 goals into this game. And I don't know what exactly it is that I'm looking at so far here. I mean, in theory, this should be a team that took out a first seed, but it's obviously a little bit questionable here, as Kariz is going to find his 2nd goal in the game. 2nd shot, 2nd goal. The rocket car sniper coming in clutch here off of Dilmac puts it dead center. And we have ourselves a 3-0. 3-0 lead before the minute mark. An absolute 180 compared to what we were seeing versus West Virginia. That being said, it's still game 1. There's still plenty of time, even in game 1. And this is still best of 5 action. We see Lightning trying to give it over to Koi Boy, but Koi Boy must have been out of boost or something. It took him a little while to get there. Lightning going to try to clear once again, but Kamal is going to send it into the corner where Kariz is ready and waiting. Puts it center. Dilmac completely misses it. That ball falls right into the crease. But nobody of St. Clair looking to get the shot that time by. They're just going to let the clock try and drain out a little bit. Dilmac pushes it forward. Fusion, an awkward spot, but he's going to make sure he gets a piece of it just to get it up onto the crossbar. Make sure that shot gets stopped. Fusion tries to make the play, but not going to happen. Dilmac goes up to the skies to put it back into his own corner. Lightning going to get a piece of it off the wall, but that ball is not moving very far. Koiboy forced to push it forward. In the St. Clair zone, Chris tries to make the clearing attempt, but it goes back to Kamal, where he's battling it out with Lightning. Lightning center shot from Dilmac, not going to find its mark as it bounces off the crossbar. Fusion with the clear sends it into the Northcentral zone. Kariz off the backboard. Kamal on the way. Shot fired. Dilmac with the save, but can he get the other one? Fusion gets an additional shot, but again off the crossbar. Keeping this at a 3-goal game so far as Koiboy tries to push it forward. No boost in hands. He's having a hard time getting around this arena. Dilmac completely drained on boost as well. Only Lightning is the only one zipping around here. He puts it towards the center, towards Sergeant Dilmac. Koiboy, centering attempt, but does anybody have any juice left in them to try and make the play? They do not. Lightning sends it back in, hits the backboard of the St. Clair zone. Koiboy gets pushed aside here by Kamal, who's in control as of this moment. Off the roof to Kariz. Kariz does get intercepted by Dilmac, who sends it back in. Centering shot here for Dilmac was on target, but nobody able to get the tip necessary. Lightning sends us back around, but Kriz is there to make the save. Dilmac, another shot, but another save here, this time by Fusion. Fusion carrying it all the way in, completely drained of boost, but he may have gotten the job done. Kriz gets a piece of it, but a nice little shove there from Koiboy to make sure that nothing end up happening there. Fusion up top. Lightning going to try and clear it out once again, but it's going to go to the bumper of Kamal, who brings it back in. But Lightning just sends it right back in so that Koiboy can get the forecheck in. Does manage to get it centered, forces the save out from Fusion, who then passes it out to Kariz. Off the wall, Kariz with the interference over to Fusion, but Lightning with a good check. Push Fusion aside. 1 minute left in game number 1, right around the corner. Off the corner, but a nice little check there. Shot on target. Koiboy running interference. Nicely done there, actually. Really making St. Clair scramble to try and make the saves here. But Kariz is going to be able to save it in the end. Fusion going to push it up the side. .30 seconds left on the clock. We see Fusion on target once again, and he's just going to stuff it right in there. 4-0 as Sergeant Dilmac had a piece of it, but just not enough. Really just tried to pinch it off the off the post, but could not make it happen this time by. With just under 30 seconds left in this game, it is not looking like a good one here for Northcentral Tech. Gonna have to regroup and try and see what they can do moving forward into game number 2. Of course, they still got plenty of time. This being a best-of-5 series allows for plenty of adjustment. Centering from Kamal, right on the target. Kariz with the shot. Going to be denied. Koiboy going to push this out. And we got demos for days. We got fireworks to finish off this one. And just a matter of Kariz to put the ball down. And he's going to be able to do so right here, right now. St. Clair going to take the first game in the series. Two goals apiece for Fusion and Kariz, putting St. Clair up on the board 4-0. And the only person who actually got any shots whatsoever on the side of Northcentral Tech would be Sergeant Dilmac, who had a couple good opportunities, was even doing a solid job defensively. Koiboy and Lightning, of course, being big factors there as well, but just defensively. Unfortunately, Northcentral Tech just not able to find the opportunities that they were looking for as we get ready to hop into game number 2 course, St. Clair up a game at this time. All right, let's get into it. Let's see if North Central, now that we have ourselves a clean slate here in game number 2, if they can turn this thing around. Or is Kariz and Kamal just going to be able to bounce around absolutely everybody? That may very well be the case. Puts him aside, but the save from Lightning coming in clutch. Really, St. Clair coming in hard, and they're going to be able to do it. Kariz able to get the rebound after the clearing attempt from Lightning failed. Had enough boost to keep him in the skies long enough so he can redirect that ball exactly where he wanted it. Koi Boy made the attempt. But once again, first 20 seconds are hella threatening versus this St. Clair squad, one way or another, for better or for worse. And in this series, it's definitely been for better for them. Fusion's shot was just wide off the post. Now Dilmac going to try and make something happen. Has a half tank still, and he has Koi Boy with him. Nice little destruction on to Fusion, actually, taking him out of the play. But they left Kamal open in the center, who's able to just carry it out himself and slow it down in the corner, where Kariz is waiting, but Dilmac is going to make sure that pass does not go through successfully and just sends it on back. Lightning to Dilmac. They're going to try and knock it down. Lightning just a little too soon, it looks like, and the shot, or the centering attempt, got interfered with. Dilmac sends it into the center. Kariz moving it forward. Kamal redirect with the second goal of the game. Off of the bumper of Kariz to Kamal. Perfect little play there. Just enough of a tip to just put it in. Koi Boy, once again, he's in net. He's definitely in the right spots, but just unfortunately, just not moving quick enough here. These shots from St. Clair are just coming at some very odd times, it may seem. And it's been successful so far, as we see Kamal looking to just take it himself, actually, right through center. But it's going to be Sergeant Dilmac to make sure that he can stop that in its tracks. A nice little lob down from Fusion, but it does get carried away. Kariz off the backboard. Fusion to the skies. Shot just to the left. Dilmac carries it in. It was a shot on target, but Kamal going to make it there just in time. Another shot heading towards the net, but Kariz is going to carry it out himself. Lightning with no control, actually. That's Kariz with control. Dilmac and Koi Boy going to get a piece of that one to make sure that doesn't go in the net. Lightning in the center of the St. Clair zone. Made the attempt to get the shot off and couldn't find it. Lightning with elimination on to Fusion, taking him out of the play. Kamal with the revenge shot. That would have been the goaltender down, but unfortunately there for St. Clair, they may have taken out the goalie, but there was nobody available to take the shot. So it's going to sit at a 2-goal game as we're just about to hit that halftime mark. We're in the St. Clair zone. Lightning trying to make something happen. Doesn't appear like it's going to be the case, however. Kariz just going to send it up to Kamal. Kamal takes out Lightning for the time being. Sargent with the ball for the time being, but I think that was Fusion who's just on the forecheck, making sure he can't move, can't make the play he wants to. And it's going to allow Kariz to try and get up there with Koi Boy and Dilmac, but it just gets stuck in the St. Clair zone for now. Dilmac right around the wall. Fusion going up to make the save. Gets it away from Koi Boy, who was on his way. Lightning trying to block that from making it past half, but Kamal is successful in doing so. Bounces it off the backboard. Fusion, a little lob towards net. Kariz was coming in hot if Lightning didn't get a piece of it, but Lightning does, in fact, redirect that to the corner. Dilmac from center, plays it off the wall, chases it instantly, but it's going to be Koi Boy coming in extremely hot. He's going extremely fast. How you could control that thing is beyond me. Lightning off the backboard. Kamal going to redirect, keep the ball away from Koi Boy, who was without boost for that play. Dilmac off the wall. Fusion, the last defender, was able to redirect it in time for Kamal to make his way back. Stuck in the neutral zone. We see Fusion trying to push it forward, but constantly being denied now by some of the members of North Central Tech. But off the wall, Kariz shot on target. Dilmac going to make it just in time to stop that from going into the corner. Huge defensive play there by Fusion that very well might turn into an offensive play as Kamal shot just a bit wide, but is there a rebound? Kariz gets a piece of it, but he actually just puts it into the corner. And opts to head on back, get himself some boost. And Kamal somehow scores this one. There was somebody in net, but a little bit too far to make that happen. Kamal just challenges Dilmac and was able to successfully just bounce it right off the roof. I did not see that one coming in the slightest. And we have ourselves another 3-0 game with 40 seconds left on the clock. St. Clair in prime position to push themselves 2-0 in this playoff matchup. Of course, this means they would move on to the top 8, but we still have plenty of time. I can't count my chickens before they hatch, right? Lightning pushes in for the centering attempt, but Fusion going to shut that down. That was a interesting attempt there from Dilmac, who's just soars right past the ball. Lightning gets juked out by Kamal. Kamal may have waited a little bit too long. Dilmac was having absolutely none of it. Just demos him on the spot, but that's okay. By him slowing the play down, wears out the timer, and this will be game number 2. That shot would have been on net, but it's too bad. You're out of time. St. Clair take it. 2-0, putting match point pressure now on to North Central Tech. 2 goals that game going over to Kamal, with Kariz finding 1 additional goal with 2 assists, 2 fantastic passes in that matchup. Game 3 now underway. It is now or never here for North Central Tech. They need to take this game and essentially go flawless for the rest of the series if they want to bring this to a Game 5 scenario versus St. Clair, who have been absolutely on top of them this entire game, with maybe of the 10 minutes of play that we've seen so far in this Rocket League series. I think North Central Tech has probably had about 30 seconds of solid offense, which is definitely painful, especially when you just keep getting plays like this, just barely outside that 20-second volatile Saints mark. But here it is, Kariz from Fusion puts it in to the bottom right-hand corner once again and gives St. Clair a nice, quick lead. I'm kind of worried here that North Central Tech, just like their boost, their mentality might be drained here in this matchup, as it's always defensively played in their zone for the most part. We see Koi Boy trying to make something happen, dumping it into the corner of the St. Clair zone. But Kamal, very comfortable, of course, taking to the skies. Lightning with a shot on target, actually, but it's going to be stopped by Kariz. Koi Boy puts it right back into the corner with the centering attempt. Lightning fighting through. Nobody available to take the shot, though. And now Fusion gets to carry it in all by himself. But Dilmac makes it there in time. Kariz there with the rebound, gets a second touch, pushes it forward, but now Dilmac puts it into the corner. Dilmac from the sky is going to be stopped by Fusion. Second follow-up from Lightning going to be denied as well. Koi Boy gets a piece of it. Now it goes back into the St. Clair zone. Now Kamal passes it over to Kariz, I do believe. No, that was Fusion. Kariz with a huge save, as now North Central Tech are starting to get some offense in. So what we like to see, Dilmac with the centering attempt. Koi Boy a little bit behind, but he is going to be able to pick it up. Lightning dumps it right back in as well. Dump and chase, but Kariz is going to meet him on the wall to make sure he can't get a follow-up on his own shot. Centering attempt. Koi Boy gets North Central Tech on the board for the first time in this entire series after St. Clair whiffed the defense. Kamal just missing its mark. Koi Boy dives in, just sends it to make sure he can get the final shot on that. And we have ourselves a 1-1 game. Off the face-off, Kamal dumps it right into the North Central Tech zone, but it's going to get sent out pretty quickly. Dilmac with an extra lob. Fusion actually kind of centered it on his own net. Lightning with the shot, going to force Kariz to get on point and stop that one. Dilmac charging through. Kamal going to deny that, but another starting attempt. And that time, Lightning was coming in hot with the shot, but the clearing attempt is right on target. Fusion going to dump it down. Can Chris find a piece of it? He does, but it goes way too high. Lightning with the puts the ball into the side. Kamal pushes it forward. Chris tries to get a final finishing touch on the shot, but is not going to be able to do so. St. Clair running low on boost, actually, it would seem. And they're going to be forced to retreat back for the moment with only Fusion getting aggressive. Yeah, Korea is sitting at about a half tank here. Could still make something happen if it lines up properly. But now, the dump and chase actually went right in the favor of North Central Tech. They're going to be able to clear it right from their zone, send it all the way down the center. Sergeant Dilmac going to beat out Kamal, just going fast enough, and puts it back in, giving North Central Tech their first lead in this entire series. Well, if there's ever a game to turn things around, this is definitely the game you want to do it. But like I said before, it does not give you much room for error. Off the backboard, Kariz takes the shot, goes right into the corner. Additional touch, going to be cleared by Lightning. Kamal brings it down. Koi Boy tries to make the save, but he ran out of juice. It's going to allow Kamal to get to it first. Goes for the centering attempt. Can it get knocked down? He's going to try. Koi Boy takes the save, but Fusion waits for the rebound, and he puts it in to tie this game back up 2-2. Like how Kamal just let it drop. Koi Boy did not get as much of a piece of it as he was hoping, and it just drops in front of him, allowing Fusion to pick up that goal. And now we have ourselves a tied 2-2 game with just under 2 minutes to go. Dilmac's clearing attempt went right to Fusion. He might be able to get his own rebounds. Can Kamal get there in time? He's not going to be able to do so. Dilmac clears it and sends it up the side. Kamal picks it up, brings it into the North Central zone. Shot on target, a huge shot actually from Fusion. Able to get the assistance from Kamal, who basically just bounced it off of Lightning. And then Fusion was just in the right position to tuck it under that crossbar and give St. Clair the lead once again here in game number 3. Off the face-off, we're back into the North Central zone once again, where Dilmac and Koi Boy are trying to clear it. Having a little bit of a struggle, though, unfortunately for them, as Kamal gets a piece of it, sends it right back towards the net. Koi Boy going to stop it for the time being. Fusion to Kamal, back to Fusion, drops it down, but Lightning going to be able to carry it back out before any damage is done. And Koi Boy gets himself on the board again, actually. What on earth just happened there? Look away for the briefest of seconds. And an unfortunate touch there from Fusion actually makes it so that Koi Boy can get the shot just there on the nick of time. 3-3 with a minute left on the clock. Tell you what, you cannot sleep on this North Central Tech team, though. This third game, they've definitely showed up to play. That being said, St. Clair still feel like they have the pressure in this matchup overall, and that maybe it's just them overextending, which is giving them these scoring opportunities. We see Kamal fighting everybody from the North Central squad right in the center. Koi Boy passes it off to Dilmac. It's going to be put into the corner. 30 seconds to go in this third game before an overtime situation would come to fruition. Dilmac's centering attempt stopped by Fusion. Passes it off to Kariz. Lightning carries it, though. Breakout opportunity. 2v1. He actually won it, but Kamal with the last section, or that might have been Fusion actually, with the last second defensive attempt to make sure that he can keep himself in position. This one's going to go to overtime as soon as it hits the ground once again. But that was actually extremely close there from North Central Tech. But St. Clair might have one more shot in the books, and they're going to be able to secure it before overtime. An absolute heartbreaker there for North Central Tech. They definitely fought their way back, but one final buzzer beater play from the bumper of Kariz is going to seal the deal in this game. The 3-0 completed by St. Clair College against North Central Technical College. I mean, props to Koi Boy, Lightning, and Sargent. They definitely came around in that last game, unfortunately, was too little too late, and that was exactly what I was talking about, where they did not leave themselves much room for error. You kind of, like, you expect the timer to go down, you think that, oh, it just has to hit the ground once, and then we're going to overtime. Well, St. Clair did not let that happen. 2 goals to Cariz, 2 goals to Fusion. Cariz getting that game winner, just deny the overtime. And I mean, I'll give North Central props once again, as they definitely improved from game 1 to game 3. But this now means that we move forward in this playoff game, and we are going to have ourselves another treat for this Tuesday coming up. In fact, it looks like Northwood kind of stomped through their matchup, which allows us to take a look at what these NACE playoff brackets look like. I'll throw it quickly over there once again. So Tuesday at 8 for next week. This is the revenge match that we kind of wanted to see. St. Clair Saints in the quarterfinal up against Northwood University Rocket League. That one is going to be tough, but it is going to be an exciting one nonetheless. Then right below us, Mizzou Gold. This is the best Mizzou squad. So we basically have seed, if we were to assume, seed number 1, Mizzou Gold, and seed number 2, Northwood University. They are, if they do end up taking us down here, it will be in the semifinals, which is a little odd, to say the least. Or, if we end up taking the upset victory over Northwood, we might have to play Mizzou in the next round. Can you imagine taking out seed, in theory, in terms of skills, seed number 1 and 2 before you even make it to the finals? It's one of those tournaments. It makes for exciting, odd matchups, but from a player's point of view, I know some people are definitely a little curious as about how that happened. But nonetheless, I'm not here to judge people about brackets. We're here to talk about fantastic matches, and St. Clair just put on a clinic here against North Central. Obviously, like I was saying, they came around near the end, but too little, too late. Of course, big thank you to the sponsors that make this all possible. Once again, St. Clair College, St. Clair's SRC, Stockelman School of Business and IT, the St. Clair College Alumni Association, PC Outlet, and Tim Hortons. Thank you for sponsoring our Saints and having these esport matches and broadcasts available. Can't do it without you, but we also cannot do it without everybody tuning in and supporting the teams. Like I say time and time again, thank you for supporting your classmates, friends, your family, or even just your teams in general, regardless of which team you're here for. If you're here for the Saints, awesome. If you're here for North Central, we still definitely welcome you, and we look forward to getting to play you guys again sometime in the near future. In regards to matchups, we're just going to quickly touch on schedule, because now that it gets in the playoff season, things get a little bit messy, and I kind of want to explain to everybody what's going on. But yeah, we're in November now. Starting tomorrow, we have another League of Legends OPSE matchup. This time, I believe it is versus Carleton University. Yes, Carleton University. And we're looking forward to seeing that matchup. The last time we played them was in the preseason, about a month or 2 ago. So you get to see how these teams have adjusted since then. Earlier today on the UCA stream, we did get to see our Saints take care of their first playoff match, which means we get to see them again Thursday at 6 p.m., either on the UCA's channel or on our channel here, regardless of which channel it is on. If you click on our Saints Gaming channel, I'll make sure it's redirected to the proper one if it is on the UCA channel. Otherwise, it'll just be here on the Saints Gaming CA channel, and all's good. If they do come away with the victory on Thursday, we get to see them again Saturday at 5 p.m. There'll be the third matchup in their playoff series. And then also on Saturday, the TESPA Call of Duty Modern Warfare regular season continues on. We're just around the corner for playoffs, I do believe. Can't quite confirm exactly when they start, but I know we're running towards the end. Just a couple more regular season matchups there as we see them both on Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. So, of course, if you've not done so already, be sure to follow us here on the Saints Gaming CA channel and catch all the matches live as they happen. If you, or actually, make sure to follow us on Twitter as well, of course, Saints Gaming CA on all social medias. If you wish to follow any of my personal Twitter, social medias, or anything like that, that'll be Mr. Danners, as you see below. My esports opinions and what I've been working on, which, yes, most of it is Saints stuff, but there is still the occasional oddity where that's not the case. And then I think that's the gist of it for tonight. So St. Clair move on to the playoffs top 8. A fantastic run so far this season, but we'll have to see what happens on Tuesday when they go up against Northwood. Of course, one of the top 2 teams in NACE in general. Last time we got to play them, we gave them a run for their money. It was always like within 1 or 2 goals, but they did get the 3-0 on us. Is our Rocket League team going to be able to make those adjustments from the last game to then, or to now? We'll have to see. Join us Tuesday specifically for Rocket League. But otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow for League of Legends action. Take care, everybody, and have a great night.